We're going to try this again because we just had an issue. Take two. Takeover Tuesday, episode 7. So welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. We're at the Anaheim Brewery tonight. We're Taco Tuesday, so there's tacos and there's beer and there's games. We have special guests. We have WarChest that we're going to be cracking open in a little bit from AEG. And then a little bit of D&D 101 with Flip Flop the Barbarian.
Yes.
And we're going to round out the evening with some utter nonsense with our special guests. And I'm hoping that the odds are going to be in my favor this week.
We'll see what happens.
To win. So, Matt, without further ado, could you please introduce our first taster?
For the second time. This is Anaheim's Tavern Ale. It's an unfiltered copper American Pale Ale with terrific citrus hop aroma, a bright, clean finish. It's available by the glass or by the keg, which is pretty awesome here. And it's a 7.1% by ABV. Yeah. So it's a pretty heavy beer. Come on down to Anaheim Brewery. Support your local breweries. So what we're all about here. Support the community and everything like that. Enjoy this. I've been drinking since 6. I'm sorry, guys.
Cheers.
All right, here we go.
Cheers.
Here we go.
It's fun.
Enjoy.
Salud.
Everybody look into each other's eyes.
Oh, my God.
It was beautiful.
Oh, comical.
All right.
Why is yours so big?
So,
well, let me tell you something.
let's do some introductions. So, my name is Jeremy. I'm covering tabletop takeovers tonight for John. He's still on vacation in Hawaii.
Whatever.
Dude.
Whatever.
And I'm also the head game master at D20 Adventure Realm, beginner D&D here at the Anaheim Brewery and other places. And I'll talk about some upcoming events here in a little bit.
Cool.
Matt, you want to?
Yeah, I'm Matt Chavez. I am with Tabletop Takeovers, the communications manager, and also part of the OC Geekly. So find us at OC Geekly on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and that's pretty much all I got for right now.
Cool.
So, yeah.
And we have some special guests.
Special guests.
So welcome. Please introduce yourselves and tell us a little about the Parlour Room.
Sure. So I'm Rochelle. I'm Chief Game Master at the Parlour Room.
I'm John Appice. I'm her husband, and I get to do all the tech for the Parlour Room.
Yes, very important.
Very nice.
Because I don't do that. So the Parlour Room is a board game parlor, and we are a pop-up. So that means that we don't have a brick and mortar. We go around to different breweries, restaurants, bakeries in Orange County, and we bring all our board games for people to play, and the restaurants and stuff supply us with good food to eat and good drinks.
Very
Cool.
nice. Lots of fun.
So what kind of inspired you to do a pop-up game parlor?
So we love to play games, but we also like to go out and try different places. And we couldn't really find anywhere in Orange County that we could go out and play games. Mm-hmm. There's some places that have like a tiny little stack of games in the corner, or you're trying to find a spot in a busy restaurant and you're the only ones in there playing games. There's some great places in LA, but they're really far away, so if you don't want to drive 2 hours in traffic. So we wanted to provide people a place to play games in Orange County.
Awesome.
And while a brick and mortar is expensive to start, we decided to do a pop-up so we can go to all different kinds of places in Orange County, have different kinds of foods, drinks, atmosphere, and just have a place for people to go.
Cool.
Very nice. Very cool.
So and I guess this will be for both of you, kind of what got you into board games in the first place? Like, when did you start playing?
Well, for me, I grew up watching my family play like cards and board games. My parents would go out with their friends and play games, and I remember when I was little, I wanted to be old enough to play the games, and then just as a kid, I enjoyed playing board games. And yeah.
Did you not like the age restrictions on them? Is it like, oh, I'm old enough to play?
Yeah, I just remember being like really little, and my parents and grandparents were playing, cards and all these things. And eventually when I was old enough, they taught me how to play those games. But yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and for me, my parents always played board games. In fact, I remember many nights where we would have a family over to play board games, and the kids had to go to bed. And so we would hear all the adults having fun playing board games, and then a few fights here and there, depending on who was winning or losing. But I just remember that excitement of being able to play the games. And so Rochelle and I, happened to play. I think Dominion was the one that really got us started a few years back, and that kind of started our path into all these new board games that we can play. So yeah, that's
very nice,
very cool. I know we've kind of talked about it, and we're seeing it happen. There's kind of like this renaissance of board games happening with and not only the interest of people playing, but so many new games coming out to play. All these new companies with like Kickstarter. I mean, we're always talking about what game can we not afford on Kickstarter now?
There's a list.
I'm broke now.
So it is really exciting to be able to kind of take these games and share them with other people. So that's part of the reason we wanted to bring you on here, because I think the two of you really you have a lot of the same passions that we do to go out and have fun with new people and teach them these games and show them how fun they can be, and also have this is kind of more personal. I'm not going to speak for everybody, but the idea of personal interaction face to face. I think we've gotten away from that in a lot of ways, especially with games and how many people play online, which is great. I don't want to downplay that how much fun those are as well. But I think it is still really important to kind of have that face to face interaction around food and beer and just
get out and have fun.
Yep.
So in order to do John justice, since he's not here, he would ask, what is your favorite board game that you've played?
So I think it changes depending on our mood or what our newest game is.
Right.
But one game that we both really like is Forbidden Desert. So if you're familiar with the Forbidden Island, that was the original. They came out with Forbidden Desert. And then soon, I think next month, they're coming out with Forbidden Sky.
Oh, nice.
So it's just a really fun, easy co-op game. You can introduce it to non-gamers. It's really easy to pick up. And then usually if we have a really big group, because I think it's depending on the game, it's 2 to 4 or 5 players. So if we have a really big group of 10, we'll just okay, you guys double up on this character. We're all playing cooperatively anyway, so
very nice.
Yeah, everyone gets involved.
Cool. Yeah, I like that.
All right. So,
wait, hold on. We got one
John's
answer. Yeah.
So I think to add to that, Lords of Waterdeep.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a really fun game. She wins all the time, so I still enjoy the game. I still have a good time.
Yeah.
You win sometimes.
I win sometimes. But yeah, that's actually my favorite game right now. And Scythe is kind of starting to come up there, so
that's a good one.
It's a fun game too. So yeah,
very nice.
Cool.
What about any upcoming Parlour Room events that you guys have?
So we're having an event this Saturday at Backstreet Brewery, which I know you guys are familiar with.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll be there from 2 to 8, and they're going to have kitchen culture there, doing Asian barbecue dishes.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So,
Really good.
yeah.
Very nice. Okay, cool.
And where can people find you?
So you can find us on Instagram or Facebook at parlourroom.games. And yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
One thing as well, if you guys want to comment, we are here to comment and read your stuff and read it out so you can be quasi-famous like me.
I think
Hi,
so.
Mom.
I guess we are.
So go ahead.
Comment away.
And I know you guys wanted to give something away, so if you want to...
Yes. So we're having a special giveaway, Oregon Trail, the card game. So throwback to those early computer games.
How does that compare to the old, 8 or 16-bit game?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Oh my God! Every single time.
On the box, it says you have died of dysentery.
That is so awesome. I love it.
So,
Amanda, that one's coming home.
Yeah. We played a couple times before the live stream, and the first time we died of a broken wagon wheel. We all just died.
Okay. It happens. It happens.
Yeah. And then the second time, we died one at a time of. I died of a snake bite. Yeah.
I froze to death.
Okay, you froze to death.
Yeah.
And
then
James died of.
a person off camera.
Yeah.
Dysentery? All right, we got one. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
The odds are one of you are going to die.
Yeah. It's just gonna happen.
I love going on a long trip with 50 bullets. The whole game, and it's okay, let's see what I can do.
Yeah.
And no food.
Yeah.
Cool. So, how can they
Win the game?
enter to win?
So if you like our Facebook page at parlourroom.games, and then comment on the post of tabletop takeovers that I posted.
Oh, very nice.
So comment with your favorite game, tell us what you like about the Parlour Room, and then we'll randomly pick a winner and announce it at the end of the night.
Cool. Awesome.
Very nice.
All right. So
That's
follow
cool.
the Parlour Room and comment for a chance to win the Oregon Trail card game so you too can die of dysentery.
Yay.
It's very fun.
All right. So what's up? What do we got next? I think we got a little bit of D&D
I think we're
101.
going into D&D.
All right.
Go on a break real quick?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Rolling right into
I
it.
think we're rolling into
Rolling,
it.
rolling into
So
it.
I'm gonna finish off my
Literally.
taster, and Matt, if you could get the second one. Okay,
Other one's
awesome.
on its way. So. Wow, look at that.
Your timing is
Wow.
impeccable.
Like magic.
Our next beer is amazing by the very amazing Jessica,
Thank you. Here,
the very famous Jessica. She has the best impression of a hot dog, and that was a missed Doubtfire reference right there. I can do a great impression of a hot dog.
I think we're good. Thank you.
All right.
All right,
So, where
Matt.
did we leave off?
Hold on. We need the lowdown on the
Oh, we're gonna drink first
on the beer.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ready?
don't need to drink
All
it all
right,
right
so
now.
this is the Schwartz beer.
Yeah.
May the Schwartz be with
All
you.
right.
Schwartz be with you.
It literally means black beer. It is their black lager.
That is.
I
can't see through it.
It is
yeah.
a light body
Oh, yeah.
Thick.
and
That is
toasty
thick.
malt characters. A beer with a bold appearance, but an easygoing drinkability.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
it is super dark.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to light.
True story.
I think some people might be intimidated
It's
by
like
this
Wesley
beer,
Snipes black.
but it's a lot lighter than you would think. Like it's a lot smoother. It's
Yeah.
not as as big as like a
No.
porter or a stout.
No, it looks like one, but it's not. It's
Yeah.
only 5.7 by ABV, so it's a really solid.
Cheers.
Nice
Very reasonable. This is one of my favorite like fall beers. Yeah.
Try 'em.
Yeah. For being as dark as it is.
yeah.
Yeah. Like it's super refreshing.
I
Yeah.
was expecting like super heavy. and
Yeah.
this is
Right?
Really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it is
Wow.
actually. Good stuff.
Not bad.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right. Are you ready for we got to do a little bit of
Yeah.
a recap since you
Do a
weren't here
recap.
last
Yes.
time.
What happened
All right.
to my dear Flip Flop?
So Flip Flop was in combat with a giant crocodile.
Yes.
And last episode we had our friend Marcellus on here,
Yes.
and we had his character.
I saw what Marcellus
Celios.
did. I did.
Yeah, you saw that. So you
Oh, yeah.
saw
Oh,
he
yeah.
helped you out with a couple arrows, but he also called you out for attacking something way out of your league.
True. But I have Chomps of Fury, so so we'll see what
So,
happens.
Currently, Celios is on the shore of this small pond.
Celios, okay.
Okay. You are in the water. The crocodile is in the water, but you have been separated.
Okay.
You're approximately 10 feet apart.
Okay.
The crocodile's pretty injured because from the damage that you did from
My
not
bite?
your hammer, but your bite.
My bite.
And from the damage that Celios did with his bow, it is pretty injured. And Celios is basically he's asking you to like stop just being violent for the sake of being violent.
Okay.
That's what he's asking of you. But I mean, what you do is up to
So
you.
in case you guys don't know who Flip Flop is, he is a halfling barbarian that decided he's like what 3'5", decided to attack a 12-foot croc.
Exactly 3.5.
Went to hit him.
That makes
The
sense.
hit did what 1 damage, and I think
Yeah.
so. Then I went to bite him on the nose. So this is kind of where we're at because
Yeah.
then Marcellus's character comes in and basically shoots him, and now we're separated and we're going from there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
All right.
what's the ranger doing, helping me?
Yeah.
Right. All right. So.
He's basically just trying to break up the fight.
Yeah, but see, Flip Flop was wanting that for food.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, but as prideful as Flip Flop is,
Yeah.
he's kind of pissed off.
Yep.
So
Let's
he's
see
gonna go
here.
after Celios.
He's prideful
He's
and
angry.
violently self-conscious of his height.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that Celios thinks that I need the help, and I'm thinking I really, really don't.
Okay.
So now I kind of want to deciding if I want to go after the croc or him.
Oh. Oh, goodness gracious. PvP already?
You know what?
So, okay, hold on.
How far away is the croc from me?
Hold on. So Crocodile is about 10 feet. I also don't have his character sheet here, so it wouldn't be very fair to attack him.
Okay. Fine, I'll attack the croc.
I'm sorry. I was not prepared for that sort of aggressive action.
So I feel like I'm going to like kind of give him the look like, why the heck are you helping me? And kind of, I don't know if I want to like make a gesture his direction, but I'm going to basically say it's my turn to go after the croc. Like, get away from me.
Okay.
Away from my food.
All right. So I mean, you're able to swim the 10 feet.
Yes.
How are you going to attack it? So at this point,
I
you're
still
like
have my hammer, right?
Yeah, you got it in your hand. You're going to have to like kind of swim with it, so you're not going to get very far. You'll be able to get to the crocodile, but this thing is not grappled right now. Like it's kind of free. So tell me what you're going to do.
I'm going to swim towards him and attempt to jump on top of him.
Okay, so you're going to climb up on top of him?
I'm going to attempt to, yes.
All right. So I'm going to have you do an athletics check.
Oh.
So that's going to be using your strength modifier and athletics. So you are proficient with athletics.
Ooh,
so
awesome.
You should be pretty good.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that and add 5.
At 5, we're at 19.
19. All right. So you're able to like swim quickly to the crocodile.
I am such a fast swimmer for such a little man.
Yep.
It's amazing.
You're able to like grab a couple of the scales on its back and like kind of haul yourself up, and you have straddled the back of the crocodile.
Okay.
All right. So the crocodile is still kind of dazed. It's looking at its foe on the beach, and you're kind of like climbing over it, so it's trying to roll a little bit. It's a little bit confused. It's taking quite a bit of damage, and it's going to dive under the water. Okay. So, what would you like to do? It's going to try to escape.
It's going to try to escape. Is there anything around me that I can use, like vines or anything in the water?
Oh, this is jungle, huh?
It is jungle.
Let's see here. High or low?
Oh.
High or low?
Go high.
Ah! There are no vines within reach.
All right, I'm going to attempt to whack him over the head with my hammer.
All right, go for it.
Right.
So just as he's diving, you're going to hit it. Try to hit it on the back of the head?
Right in the back of the head.
Okay.
All right. Ooh, 13.
13 plus your attack modifier, which is +5.
+5, all right.
So that's 18. Your strength plus your proficiency,
all
right?
All right, cool.
And so you're hitting, and you're going to do the Warhammer, so go ahead and roll your damage and add 3.
1? Is that a 1? Yeah. My hammer sucks.
Your Warhammer is the least effective weapon you have.
Right? Oh, man, I could go back to my teeth.
But with your +3 strength modifier, 4 damage.
4 damage? That's not too bad.
That's going to do it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so as it's diving, you like hit it just as its head kind of breaks the surface of the water. You come down with the hammer. It kind of like goes limp and then floats. Okay. And now basically you're on a paddleboard.
Okay.
An alligator-shaped or a crocodile-shaped paddleboard.
Okay. And so he's dead then, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's dead? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my new paddleboard to go towards Celios. Like, hey, what's up, man?
we have a comment from the audience where Flip-Flop is croc chow. Just throwing that out there.
No, man. I got my hammer in my teeth. I'm good to go.
So you are basically like straddling this thing. Like you got the hammer on the back of the crocodile and paddling towards Celios. You get a little bit of speed. The crocodile just kind of like rolls up on the shore of this pond,
okay.
And Celios is left. The last thing that you saw after you cracked it over the head, looking to him for approval, was just him shaking his head and walking away.
Okay.
And he just kind of vanished into the woods.
Okay.
You were too intent on struggling to try and like steer this dead crocodile through the water.
I just love that you use my paddleboard now. It's my longboard.
All right. So the final thing that I want to have you do before we finish up tonight is I'm going to have you roll survival.
Okay.
And survival is going to basically be checking on your ability to butcher this crocodile.
Yes.
And be able to harvest the crocodile meat. Okay. And then if you want to take anything else from it. So think of if Flip-Flop may want some sort of token to remind himself of this grand victory.
I want his nose.
Where with your bite mark in it?
With my bite mark in it. That'd be amazing. No, teeth would be good.
Okay. So, all right, cool. So I'll actually have you roll it twice. So the first one will be for harvesting the meat. So it'll be a D20.
D20?
Yep.
Okay.
So that will be for the harvesting the meat. and you rolled a 20.
Oh, man, natural 20.
You harvested all the meat.
How do I carry all that back? Oh my
god!
And
that's going to be a problem we're going to have to discuss next time.
Okay, we'll discuss that next time.
Yeah, you're able to field dress this thing instantly.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have you roll to harvest a trinket of some kind.
All right.
The teeth.
We're going with teeth, I think. 6.
Okay, and then plus your modifier, we got 2, you got
Plus
8.
2, so 8.
All right, you didn't do too badly. That's below average,
Okay.
but I'm going to give you basically go ahead and roll that D4, and that's going to determine how many teeth you were able to pull out cleanly.
How do you roll that? What is that?
2.
2?
All right.
Okay.
So you've got 2 crocodile teeth.
Okay, that works for me.
And lots of meat.
Lots of meat. I can handle meat.
All right, cool.
All right, cool. And
So,
we'll end it there.
Yeah, we'll end it there. We'll pick up next time with Flip Flop the Barbarian.
Darn you, Cilios.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break. Finish these beers. We're going to come back and unbox WarChest and give us about 2 minutes. Thank you.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Do you have a new screen for it?
All right, so.
Ready, Tyler.
Ready, sir.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
All right. Well, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Again, we're at the Anaheim Brewery. We're going to be here for a little while longer. We got tacos, we got beer, we got games, we got the Parlour Room. They're giving away a copy of Oregon Trails, so make sure you go to their Facebook page and like them and comment on the post so that way you can win that and die of dysentery.
I want that game so bad.
So we're going to crack open WarChest from AEG. This is a game I got to play a couple times last week. It's pretty cool. It's roughly 30 minutes for 2 players. You can technically play with 4 as kind of like a 2-team co-op, but it's ideally set up for 2 players. And you can get it at friendly local game shops. You can get it on Amazon. I think you can get it through eBay, a couple other places as well. Retails for about $40. And let's crack it open. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say about this is that it's very similar to chess. So basically the point of the game, and WarChest, look, see how it opens up? Isn't that cool? Yeah.
Wow.
Packaging is pretty cool too. Basically, you take on 4 units of like military units. Each one has like individual abilities and movements, and you are trying to capture key locations on the game board, which looks like this. And I'll actually turn it sideways because otherwise, I know you're already picking up on me having trouble with this.
Yeah, I was gonna move it over for you so you got some room there.
So fold out the game board here. Kind of looks like a honeycomb. And you can see kind of the green spots are the key tactical locations that you have to capture with your units and defend. They can be stolen by the other player. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's cool.
So you basically start. So you start in 2 locations.
Okay.
And then you use these really cool tokens. And I'm going to have such a hard time Actually, I'm going to have you handle that.
What?
You use really cool tokens and these awesome velvet bags.
Wow.
And so it's kind of like a deck builder in that you are taking tokens of specific units and building the odds of drawing them randomly from the bag.
Okay.
So when you start off with like your faction token, which is either a raven or a wolf. And then you add 2
like
of
heavy
the
duty.
Yeah, they're super heavy duty.
Nice.
They bounce like they got some serious weight to them.
Yeah, they do.
They're awesome.
Think of poker chips, kind of.
They've
Yeah,
got
they
that
really
same
do feel
weight
like
to
that.
them.
Yeah.
Like really
They did not
heavy duty.
skimp on the production
Nice.
of
No,
the
they
chips.
did not.
So basically, you are taking your move token, and then 2 of each of these unit tokens, putting them in this bag, and then you were drawing them 3 at a time each round, and then you were taking turns placing them into play. And you basically you can put them on any spot that you have secured as a tactical location. You can deploy them in that way. And then each one of them has a unique movement. So when you draw your units, you're also going to take the corresponding unit card, which tells you, here, I'll give a couple to you, which tells you what they can do. You can check those
I'm
up.
just making a mess.
And pass those over to side, so that way they can maybe get up a little bit closer. So, for instance, if you have the Lancer, which is a cavalry unit, you have a special tactic that allows you to move 1 or 2 spaces and then attack, but you can only do so in a straight line. And that's the only way that you can attack. You basically have to charge into attack. One of the other ones is basic cavalry. So basic cavalry can move and attack, but it doesn't have to be in a straight line. I know that the crossbow and the longbow, crossbow can shoot in a straight line, and they can shoot 2 spaces away. The longbow has to shoot at an angle, so it's hexes. So you can't shoot in a straight line. You have to be like shooting kind of like in an arc, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So you're like taking these guys out as you're moving along.
Exactly. So, and you're basically moving these tokens around the board and using their specific tactics, and also basically trying to come up with as many of these as you can, so that way you can move them. So. You place 1, you deploy 1, and then every other time that you draw a token of that same unit type, you can either reinforce it, so kind of stack it to make it tougher to kill.
Okay.
Nice.
Or you can use it to deploy or to use the tactic or to move it.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And then it gets discarded and it goes back into your deck or your
So each
your
person
pouch.
gets a pouch. Then.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
And so you're counting chips of what you're playing and what your opponent is playing.
That's cool.
You're counting how many are on the board and what the odds are that they're going to be able to move those things over the next turn. So there's a lot of, and then there's also kind of like the long strategy of if a unit is killed, it is removed from the game.
Oh, wow.
So you have to be really careful about losing units, because if you're left with only one unit and it's in play, that's it. It's never going to move again because you don't have another type of that unit to be able to move
interesting.
it. So
Interesting.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think there's about 15 different types of units. I've only played with 4. The base.
There's a lot. Like I've only done half the box, and
I know Matt's just like playing like he's like a kid in a candy store.
stack
I
of
know,
chips,
right?
So there's a lot of different unit types to choose from, which is exciting. So for me, that just signifies replayability.
Oh, yeah,
And
absolutely.
customization to be able to get a little crazy with the type of units that you would play with, and the type of tactics that you could use to play. So I don't know. It's pretty fun. I really enjoyed it.
looks like
If you
a lot of
like
fun.
chess. This is definitely very similar to this, with the tactics and the special movements. And then if you like deck builders and games like that, then
Definitely.
this is also going to be a pretty enjoyable game for you. And it's also kind of cool, even though, like I said, it is designed for 4 people. It really is ideally played by 2. So having like a 2-player game that's a little bit more fun than chess or checkers
there
is
you go.
also a good thing.
So in the future, I believe we're adding this to our open play box.
I think so.
At some
yeah,
point?
I think we're
So-
going to have it in our open play, and
so
we're
come on down.
Yeah, and check it out. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of variables to play with. And,
Yeah, it looks like there's a
Looks
lot of
fun,
different
yeah.
combinations of things you can do, so that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
A lot of
for
different
replayability.
strategies.
Yeah.
and I like the fact that they all kind of have unique tactics and
Yeah.
movements and everything. So you really have to know what you have in your army to be able to be effective. Because if you're just like, oh, I'm just going to move them, well, okay, you did that, but now you can't do the thing that it really should be doing if you moved it improperly or whatever. Yeah, and looking out, especially for those long range attackers like the crossbow and longbow.
Right.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
all right.
That looks cool.
All right, so we're going to pack this up. We'll be back in just a couple minutes to play Utter Nonsense. Remember, follow the Parlour Room on Facebook and comment for your chance to die of dysentery. I mean, win the organizer. We'll see you in a couple minutes.
Cool.
All right, we're back. So we're going to be playing Utter Nonsense. Now, John and Rochelle haven't played this before.
No.
We've played it on the show before, though.
It's been awesome.
Tyler always wins.
He's the party game master.
So, basically, what you do is you draw, is it 3? Is it 3, Tyler? I think it's 3 cards.
Come on, Tyler.
Is it 5?
5.
And you pick 1? 5 and pick 1.
Okay.
So these are the phrases that you're going to say. This is the family-friendly version.
Okay.
There is a slightly more R-rated version, a better version out there.
TableTop nights.
But we don't play that.
Takeover
One
nights.
to play
on
with
here.
grandma.
Yeah.
There's definitely one to play with grandma.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the judge of the round basically pulls from these accents, and they will tell you that you need to
I already
read.
have a vote from Shannon, just letting you guys know.
I love it.
That's
He's already at negative like 25.
So, for instance, Southern drawl. So you would have to read the phrase that you have picked in the Southern drawl. Now, Tyler, do you know the accent before you pick the card, or do you have to pick the card
you
and
pick
then
the
you
card
learn
and then
the
the
accent?
accent, I think.
Oh.
You pick the card and then the accent, right? Yeah.
Well, the judge, okay. It's like Card Against Humanity with accents. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for you know
So
who
we'll draw
the
from
card is
those.
coming from.
And okay.
Okay,
So
you got enough stacks? All right.
I think
So since
I
John's
think
not
we're good.
here,
And
who was the
we'll-
last
we'll
ring
give
champ?
you some of those if you need to do that. I think actually Tyler, you are going to pick the accent first, and then we'll go from there.
I'm going to
So-
pick the accent.
All right. So pick 5 cards right now, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, there's a white card in here.
No. The white cards are they're just miscolored.
Oh.
They are accents. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Okay.
just those. Yeah, I went through
Look
and
at
checked.
that lazy printing.
Yeah.
The why don't you say it?
The accent.
Hold on. We haven't chosen yet.
No.
Oh no, you
Yeah,
choose
yeah,
accent
yeah,
first.
choose afterwards.
Accent first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The accent is vampire.
Pull the string.
Twilight.
Vampire.
That was an Ed Wood reference.
Sparkle while you talk.
Sparkle. Give me a sparkle.
My wife would love this one. My own personal brand.
Oh man, I'm gonna be so bad at these.
I want to hear your accent.
Oh no.
I want to hear.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I got one.
All right. You guys ready?
Ready.
Who's going first? I'm going all out.
You want to start off, Matt?
All right. I guess I'll start. All right.
Then we'll just go this way.
Okay. So you have to do it in a
Yeah.
vampire accent, right?
Vampire.
Yeah.
Vampire.
Vampire.
Hold on. First got the beers.
He's from
Oh,
Transylvania.
sorry, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm drinking the Hefeweizen.
I want good wife.
Okay. So before we do this, do you want to introduce?
Yes, because I'm gonna need a beer before I try to do this.
Tell me about it.
accent, please.
He never
Yes,
speaks
before
in
we
his
do
voice.
yeah.
In it. Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon says that I always win because I never speak in my voice anyway. Nobody knows what
That's so
accent I
true.
have.
Texas.
No. Many people. It has been. It has been
Is
written.
hyper an
It has
accent?
been
Is
written.
hyper
Scholars.
Yeah.
Scholars say that it has been lost over the years.
All right,
Yeah.
so first off, I want to give a big shout out to Las Teeth Nada. That is the.
You got it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed
it.
I know that was, but the thing was there was so much like
like
words, you know? Oh
Nada.
my god.
Las Teeth Nada. There's a taco truck here tonight at Anaheim Brewery. You can find them on Instagram at la.tiznada.
There's nada.
You want to do it in the microphone?
At la.tiznada.
Sweet.
All right.
Muy bien.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we drinking?
This is Anaheim's Oktoberfest. It is
You're gonna have Oktoberfest.
Oktoberfest.
Cheers this.
Why do we get so
Cheers.
why is it so
Yeah.
quiet?
There you go.
It's a 100-year-old recipe. It is a traditional German lager with some copper coloring.
So good.
That's good.
It's nice and strong.
That's real good.
6.25%. Not that heavy, but definitely delicious.
Yes.
I've definitely had like 4 of them.
And their Oktoberfest is coming up on the 6th, October 6th.
Yeah.
October 6th.
Check out their Instagram.
Yeah, I think
Oktoberfest
they got 2 weekends. I think it's the 6th and the 13th. So
I don't want to
check
like
that out. And they hold on. I want to say you got to check out their Oktoberfest because not only are they serving the beer, but they have the legit German Oompa band out here in the beer garden
In Lederhosen?
It is amazing. Yeah.
Nice.
By the way, I want to say something. I want to make a public service announcement. If we can make some like epic like fanfare music.
What's happening?
Thank you.
What's happening?
I was gonna be in full like Oktoberfest like beer winch like garb, but Party City does not have in store their online inventory. So I'm really upset about that. So I'm so sorry, audience. You didn't get to see me.
Well, it's not
October yet.
It's not Oktoberfest.
There's time. There's time.
We are celebrating it tonight.
We'll be back here in October.
I know.
Yeah.
Towards the end of October, yeah?
Yeah.
I know, but you've lost a customer, Party City. We want to thank our sponsors, Party City.
All right. You ready to get this game back on track?
Let's do this.
Wait, what are we doing again?
Vampire.
Vampire.
I want to suck your blood.
All right. I don't know why. I always feel like I have to laugh when I do a vampire accent at the beginning. You go like, ah. All right. Ice cream. You scream. We all scream for non-dairy ice cream.
Is that Adam Sandler? I don't know why I got all happy at the end. Ice cream's amazing.
You got some crazy eyes going on here, too. Oh, man.
I heard a little Arnold in there.
All right. I went camping. It was intense.
All right.
Get it? Because it was camping intense? You get it?
Ah.
My dad wrote that joke this year.
All right. Pulled pork pizza. Discuss.
I like it. Not the worst.
All right. Put your pants on, kids. Mommy's got a video conference.
Oh, man. That's pretty good.
What do you think?
All right. It's up to you guys to choose.
I like that one.
Yeah, last one? All right.
Sweet.
All right. So you we'll pass this down.
Are we just going to judge the entire thing?
No, we just need to get it started.
All right.
So from here on out, or from this one, he's the judge now.
Oh,
All right, so you get to draw one of the accents. And
Okay.
the rest of us draw the phrases.
Hi, Beth.
Awesome.
And we'll do the same thing.
Where's my ice cream card?
Oh, wait a minute. Why don't vampires camp? Because they're afraid to tent stakes. I like it. Shannon.
To 10
Snakes.
Tent stakes.
Afraid of tent snakes.
Oh. Steaks.
Steaks.
Wooden steaks.
Yeah.
Steak
Yes.
snakes.
Tent snakes.
Hashtag tent snakes.
All right. So what is our
All right, what's our accent?
accent for this one?
The accent is stuffy nose.
Stuffy nose?
Stuffy nose.
Really well. Hold on, let me drink some more.
Oh. Ooh. Stuffy nose.
Ew.
What was it again?
Stuffy nose.
Stuffy nose.
Trying to make the
Can-
noises with
Yeah,
my face.
you know, like-
Can we actually?
You actually like hold your nose?
Yeah.
know,
Can we
right?
hold our nose?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
sure.
you
Okay.
could.
Yeah. All right. I need a minute, so if somebody else wants to go.
Jeremy needs to get into character,
All
folks.
right.
All right.
So is this like nerdy, like stuffy nose?
I don't know.
It could be.
It's up to you. It could be,
Okay,
yeah.
All right. So, who's going first?
You got it?
Everyone can see my answer. Here's my answer.
Anyone who want to lead it off?
Sure, why not? I'll go ahead.
Who needs a lint roller when you have a half-eaten lollipop?
Ew.
Yummy.
Why am I not playing? Man, if I knew we were playing this game.
I don't even know how. All right. I got to do
hold
this
it.
one. Yeah, I can't do it.
Do it, come on.
Frozen is better on mute.
Frozen's better on mute?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. MISSISSIP. peed my pants.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty solid. That was solid.
Yeah.
I had to. Yeah,
that was a good one.
If I don't,
right.
I get in trouble.
So accent is on you.
Oh, me.
Oh!
Yes! Oh, I have no chance of winning tonight.
Guys.
That's -1.
That's -1.
Oh, I can't believe I just did that.
For our audience, if
I
you do
saw it happen in
if you
slow
spill
motion.
a beer, you get
negative
-1 point. So Jeremy is at -1 point
almost filled up
tonight.
the trophy with beer, though. That was pretty
I
sick.
know.
His chance of winning is
I can't believe I just did that. Oh, man.
Strategy.
I'm not even like...
It's okay.
Sorry. Here, I'll give you some more
The
beer.
beer gods are upset with you, sir.
Yeah.
How dare you?
All right. All right. What's the accent?
So it says Judge's Choice cartoon character.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Cartoon director?
Cartoon character.
favorite cartoon character.
Yeah,
Tyler.
Who's your favorite cartoon
Can you
director?
just go higher?
Loony enough.
Freaking kids are the worst. I censored myself. Thank you very much, John. You're welcome, John.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Okay.
What? That makes no sense.
Pass it. Just the rag. Just the rag is good. Thank you.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice.
All right, you need to get like 4 points here then to win, buddy.
Muppets count?
I mean, at this point,
Do Muppets count?
So their Muppet Babies was a cartoon.
Muppet Babies. Yeah.
She must be in her mid-30s because
Yep.
What?
Because Muppet Babies
I'm
is.
30 and I know what that is.
what babies?
Yeah, I just turned 30, by the way. Oh, by the way, thanks for the birthday wishes, you guys.
Happy
you guys
birthday,
suck.
Tyler.
None of you except for Jeremy.
I was
Jeremy.
at your birthday party.
You were there.
Yeah, and where was the invite for this birthday party?
Oh, you motherfucker. I mean,
Oh.
you motherfucker.
Negative 10.
All right.
Almost the entire show.
All right.
All
So.
right. Ready?
Yeah. So your choice.
Okay. The cartoon character is Yosemite Sam.
Yes! Oh, man, he's a tough one, too. You're arming!
All right. See what happens here.
Ooh. Okay.
Buddy.
I only have one card to work for this.
I'm trying to think of like how he.
You have such a shiny table.
I know.
All right.
I'm trying to get like.
Trying to get you.
Yeah.
Getting carried.
Hands up, pants down. That's the way we like to clown.
Okay. That just, no. That just sounded like my own. Never mind.
You know, I almost stopped believing, but then Journey showed up.
That's good.
All right.
That's a truck.
You can't.
Grandpa really brings his hustle and flow when he spits his soul.
I'm so bummed. I'm
Our
more
votes for
upset
Matt.
about not being able to drink this beer than the fact that I lost a point. Like I'm like really excited. Yeah, I'm like
We
really
have two
upset by
beers
that.
right here that are really not touched.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
So it'll be another one.
I'm gonna have to go with Journey.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a good one.
Nicely
That
done.
was a good one.
Here we go.
Congratulations, Matt.
Yeah.
Woo! I got a point. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. All right.
All right. What's the what is it?
The accent or the way you're going to say this is tired.
Tired?
Tired. Which we're all starting to get to that point. So
I don't know. Blah blah blah. Whatevs.
Was that your card?
That is my card.
Wait. Whoa.
We missed
Whoa.
that.
Whoa.
We missed that
I
while we
know.
were drinking.
We were
Hold on.
drinking.
That
What
was
happened?
really good though. Like that was really good.
I think I just got the perfect card for that accent, but
It's too bad that you are 1
Accent?
point behind.
hey, look, if I can get to 0, I'll be happy with this one.
So the accent was tired, and so Jeremy, you want to do that again? Because
Sure.
you did so
I
well
don't-
the first time.
Jeremy, honestly, never mind. I'm not gonna say it because I never mind. Nope.
What?
I just wouldn't do it because that's what the card.
Oh,
said.
do it again? What do you mean? I don't understand. What are you saying? I'm trying to take
you were getting
I'm just trying to take direction from
rounds
the
ago
producer.
where he was like, I gotta get in the character.
All right,
like,
I did it.
You did it. You did it. Okay.
Okay.
Tired.
Karma's not that bad. She's actually a pretty good dancer.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, you sounding like Eeyore, but who cares?
Why bother?
All right, where'd those other beers go? I need one.
All right.
Damn it! They disappeared.
Did they? Okay, that's fine.
All right.
We took your beer.
Ready?
I'm good.
We've been meaning to tell you. We're giving you away to the circus.
How do you beat the yard? You cannot beat. That was amazing. Wow. You got the competition time.
Well done.
I want to play with you.
You got to come back.
Well
Yeah, you got to come back and FaceTime.
Yeah. All right. You have accent cards over there.
I do.
All right.
What's the point? So John's got 2,
1.
Shell's got 1, you got 1. I'm at -1.
Negative
Yeah.
one. Hey, at least you got one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a negative.
It's a negative. All right. What's the accent?
All right. Oh, yeah.
I love it.
The exit is Chewbacca.
Oh.
I mean,
I can't.
All right, here we go.
I just did it.
That was your card.
That was mine. Didn't you understand what I said?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Excuse me, my mom is watching this, by the way. How dare you?
All right.
Really? You speak Wookiee?
I'm part Wookiee. Okay. If you could please.
Was that really yours?
Yeah, I mean, that's what Chewbacca sounds like.
Okay.
I mean, that's my best Chewbacca
right.
impression. I can't imagine speaking English in Wookiee. That doesn't make sense.
So, all right, here we go.
Right? Like,
I don't care what the fox says.
You just give them. Can I just pass?
No, you guys.
You can't speak Wookiee English.
I can't do
Conduct for
Wookiee.
arson.
I love it. All right. You gonna try it?
You gonna try?
Here.
That
You
really
just
was kinda
you just do the Wookiee and then I'll read the.
But I can't win. Yeah. Go for it. Go for it.
I don't know how to do Wookiee.
Someone do Wookiee and then someone
Yeah.
be on saying kind of.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go.
All right. So translation is.
That's a mighty fine didgeridoo you've got there, pal.
I love the fact that you sound like every Canadian character in South Park.
I feel like that's a double entendre. Like, it's a mighty fine didgeridoo you got there.
He's like going there and drinking the whole time, not even talking.
Oh, man.
All right, well, there's a clear winner.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Good
All
job,
right.
buddy.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Chewbacca says.
Oh, you're at one. You're
All
at
right.
0 points.
So 2, 2, 1, -1.
No, 0.
Oh, I'm at 0. Oh, that was for me?
Was that for you?
That was for you.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
It was for Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at 2.
Yeah.
He's still -1.
That's at 2.
Yeah.
All right.
What's
All right.
going on?
Oh wait, so I'm judging then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
Oh man,
I
can
think
I
we-
choose a different green card?
Nope. That's it. That's the one you got. I mean,
Yeah,
we make up.
That's what-
We're playing
We'll
our
do
own
one
rules,
more-
so
we'll
I
do
mean,
one more
just
round. We're not ending on this
draw
one.
another one, dude.
Yeah.
honestly.
Not the lights, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Everyone can do that one, so I don't want to do that.
That's
Well,
not
yeah,
rotation aside.
let's have this be the last round.
Okay. Can we do?
Someone needs to shuffle these.
Yeah. Well, Matt, or
I
sorry,
shuffled a
John
bunch,
might
sir.
win on this one. So.
Dare you?
All right, so let's see where we go. All right, so
Okay.
Oh, John Beckler's on, you guys. The boss is watching.
Oh.
Big Brother's on.
he's good.
Dad. Dad's on.
All right, I'm going with that one regardless of what it is.
The eye in the
I
sky.
don't care what it
We're
is.
looking for the
I'm
eye
studying
in the
that,
sky.
okay?
Okay. So
Wait.
it is excited.
Oh.
Tyler, this is your card, man.
All right. So I'm gonna change this card because I feel like they missed a great opportunity for a pun.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know because I'm not playing by the rules completely.
Okay.
But it's who left the milk out? Moo, 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 moo.
Are you just making fun of me? I'm offended. Oh
my god. I was trying to do Tyler.
Well, in that case, you nailed it, sir. All right, next.
I beg to differ, thank you.
So is the accent excited or Tyler?
Excited.
Okay.
Either works. I will accept either or.
Okay. All right. Are Frankenstein's butt cheeks stitched together?
Oh, jeez.
Now I want to know. Is that
wow? Okay.
Mary Shelley did not answer the real questions that we have.
The real tough questions.
That's hilarious. All right, and John.
All right. You're giving me the feels.
I like the eyes.
I know. It was the eyes.
The eyes are good.
Your eyes are captivating.
Oh man, that's hard. And that's what John.
I don't know. That was
We're on our last round, I think. Well, no more.
he just
I
took
have
the
an
lead with
opportunity
3.
to tie.
At 3?
Yeah.
That guy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Jeremy has an opportunity to hit 0.
All right.
We've been going on this. Yeah.
All right, this is the last round.
I don't know. I think John just won it.
I think he just won it.
Yeah, John won.
That was solid.
I mean,
all right, we're gonna call that a win.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Congratulations.
That was amazing.
You can hold the trophy for the next few minutes anyway.
And nice little speech.
Yep.
Love it.
That was amazing. All right, great. So, Matt, why don't you do plugs for everything? And then
I just want to say,
we'll say a
what
couple
about
thank yous
look at
real
the
quick.
efficiency of Anaheim Brewery real quick.
That is super fast, very efficient. So, yeah, first we'd like to thank Anaheim Brewery for having us again. We're here every 4th Tuesday of the month, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
we're here every 4th Tuesday. Our next one's going to be back down in Stefano's in Laguna Hills. And you guys can catch us at the OC Geekly. So we're Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tabletop Takeovers. So
Cool.
that's all I got.
All right, have you two do your plugs.
Go for it.
Are we announcing a winner
We can. Oh, for
for
the
Oregon Trail?
Not the face. Okay.
What? Shannon Westbrook.
Oh my
is the
gosh, and
winner.
she's here! She's in person! Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
Awesome. All right.
Woo!
She's like, and I'm good. So,
All right.
awesome. So yeah.
So, why don't you tell us? Yeah, do a quick little plug for Parlour, the Parlour Room, and where we can find you, and maybe a couple of your next upcoming events. So that
Okay.
people can tune in.
Yeah, so come join the Parlour Room. We will be at Backstreet Brewery this Saturday from 2 to 8. Like I said, Kitchen Culture will be there. And I just posted the October events. We're going to be here one Sunday. We're going to be at, where else are we going to? Meet Up Barbecue in Placentia. And we're going to be at Black Market Bakery. They like to have us once a month, so we'll be back there.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And I feel like I'm missing one more place, but it's on Facebook, so.
Yeah, if you go to parlourroom.games, it'll take you to our Facebook page, and you can see all the events that we have posted up so far.
Old
so.
Crow Smokehouse in
Oh,
Orange
there you go.
is the other one.
Cool.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
You're like all over the place.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, yeah.
no
Cool.
excuse for people not to come out because
Exactly,
you have to be near
exactly.
Yes.
I like it.
Coming
play some
soon.
games.
Coming soon to a
Awesome.
area near you.
So I am Jeremy for Tabletop Takeovers and D20 Adventure Realm. We are at Stefano's down in Laguna Hills on the 2nd Tuesday of the month, and we're here at Anaheim Brewery on the 4th Tuesday for our open games and live stream. And then check out D20 Adventure Realms on Instagram and Facebook. I just posted up a whole bunch of new events coming up in October and November. November I'm super excited about because we're doing another big RPG night down in Laguna Hills with Stefano's. We've got Jason Serrato, if you remember from Thug Life. He's going to be DMing one of them. And then those of you that came to the last RPG night, Ray with his Nevermore really cool 3D
Oh,
terrain
that thing
setup.
was so cool.
He's going to be running a table as well.
man.
So we're really excited about that. And then the other cool thing we're going to do is with Korriban Belagarth. which is the foam fighting squad here in Anaheim. We're going to be doing a crossover event with D20 Adventure Realm and Belagarth, so that way people can come out and fight and then take the abilities that they learned in the fighting and apply them to their character sheets. I'm
Sign me up.
super excited.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm super excited to have like a bunch of D&D players out there like whacking each other with foam swords and foam shields.
That sounds fun.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
So check us out on Facebook for those events, and yeah, we're really excited. So I think that's pretty much it.
Thanks again.
Thanks again to AEG with WarChest for Utter Nonsense. What is I forget
who does Utter Nonsense, but
oh my god.
Yeah, we're horrible at this.
I'm terrible. I believe it's Utter Nonsense. I think that's them.
Yeah.
This is how bad we are. Sorry. Your game is awesome, and we love it.
Yes.
We've played it twice.
Twice now.
I think should be representative of how much we like it.
Frequently at the gathering, on the Grand Geek Gathering.
That's right. That was the first. That was the first time I played it with you, Tyler. Okay.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
See you later. Bye.
We'll see you guys later. Jeez. Wow.
Tyler.
We're out, right? We're good.
Dude.
Oh my